Hey guys, good evening. It's been about a week now since we did our New Year's resolutions, and now tonight I'm going to talk to you about positivity and hopefully change some of your lives out there. So, first, to make sure we're all on the same page here, what is positivity? By textbook definition, it is a good, affirmative, or constructive quality or attribute. A couple of these attributes I'd consider positive: persistence, patience, passion, understanding. One thing that a lot of people perceive as positive but really isn't are silver linings. We all know that one person. Maybe you are that person. Like, something happens and they want to be like, hey, well, at least you didn't da 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 da. You're complaining about work. Well, at least you have a job. You're complaining about your spouse. Well, at least you have a spouse. You know, the ultimate silver lining. Well, at least you didn't die, right? So, silver linings. I can respect the fact that people want you to appreciate what you have. It's a good thing to appreciate what you have, but, you know, I'm not here to get the least of things. I'm not here for the bare minimum. I want to get the most out of things. So I'm going to complain about stuff. I'm going to bitch about stuff. And then once I find what's wrong with that stuff that I'm complaining about, I'm going to fix it so I can get the most out of this life. I encourage you to do the same. So there are two important things about positivity. First thing is your mindset. Second thing, the people that you're surrounded with. So we're going to talk about the people you're surrounded with first. A lot of people, they have this mentality of like, oh, if you don't want something in your life, just get rid of it kind of thing. I'm not going to tell you that. You know, put the divorce papers away. You don't need to get rid of your spouse because they're a negative Nancy. You don't need to ditch your long-term friends that you've known for decades because they're negative and you're trying to start a new life. What you need to do is establish a positive relationship with those people. All right, so by positive relationship, what I mean is making sure, even though these people may be inheritively negative or pessimistic or what have you, you want that relationship to be positive. You don't want people to come into your life and tell you you can't achieve your goals, you can't get your dreams, you can't get what you want because blah blah blah, realism and earthly thinking and what have you. If you have a dream, if you have an idea, if you have a goal, you want people to be like, all right, cool, so how are we going to do that? You know, unless this is like a completely brand new thing, for the most part, there are people who were lower than you who have come higher than you. So if there's a goal that you have, if there's a dream that you have, then it's not impossible for you to achieve it. Will it be hard work? Yes. Will you fail? Yes. Will you feel like giving up? Very likely. But if that's what you really want, then you're going to go out and you're going to get it. Now, next thing I want to talk about is your state of mind. A state of mind is really important, and that is because if you get to a point where you don't want to do something anymore, then you're not going to do it, right? If you fail too many times, if you don't have the correct state of mind, then you're just going to throw your hands in the air and you're going to walk away. You could have been an inch away from the finish line, but it got too much for you and you threw your hands in the air and walked away. I want to introduce a concept to you called win or learn. That's kind of my philosophy with everything that I deal with in life. You either win or you learn. There's no failing. You fail once you quit. I'm not a quitter. You're not a quitter either. So you win or you learn. You get into that job interview and you didn't get the job. Why? What could you done different with your resume to look more impressive than other people? What could make your cover letter look better? What could you have done during the interview to have done better to present yourself as a better candidate? Whenever you approached that boy or that girl and they weren't interested in you, what could you have done differently? Did you come off too strong? Did you come off as needy? Did you come off as arrogant? Whenever you were trying to lose weight, or in my case, I'm trying to give up drinking soda. My issue is I always get to a point where I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just going to have one. And then one turns into two. And then by, the next day, I'm back to drinking 2 liters a day. That mindset of understanding why we go back to those situations is very important. I've come to the realization I can't moderate my soda drinking. It's really all or nothing for me when it comes to that. It's I guess I would consider it close akin to like an addiction with someone who drinks alcohol or someone who does drugs. It's not something that I can moderate. Anytime I start drinking soda, that just becomes like my drink of choice, my preference. So at that point in time, I've made the decisions like, okay, I'm just going to scrap it altogether. I'm not going to drink any more soda at all because I can't just drink a little bit. It's causing a lot of health issues. It makes me gain weight, and that's not shit that I want to deal with. I just turned 30, 3 days ago now? And I want to make sure that, within, I'm able to have like 30 more years. I'd like to be able to keep my teeth, So I looked at this situation. I've tried several times in the past to moderate or even straight up not drink soda. My first issue with moderation is I can't moderate. I either want it all or I don't want it. With going cold turkey, I didn't have a replacement for it. So now I found a replacement that kind of gives me the same kick that you get from drinking a soda, like that kind of burn that you get in your mouth by drinking like carbonated sparkling water. It doesn't have any sugar, it doesn't have any calories or anything else, but it still gives me that same sensation whenever I drink it, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. If you're having an issue with dieting, then you need to look at that. It's like, how many times have you tried dieting before and failed? Okay, that's fine if you failed. Why did you fail? What can you do to do better? Is there a certain food that you can't stay away from? Are you able to moderate it? If you're not able to moderate it, then what can you do to go cold turkey? Can you find something that is a supplement? Something that you can, like food that you can eat, like if you're really big on cake, is there like something you can eat that's kind of like cake, but isn't as bad as eating cake? You need to try and find those solutions, because if losing weight is something that's really important to you, then you want to do whatever it takes to do that. So, why does all this matter? I'm really big into succeeding, making achievements, goals, getting what I want out of life, and that's what these videos are going to be about. And positivity is a huge part of that, because there's going to be a lot of times when you are trying to get your goals, whatever you want out of life, and you're going to fail. There's been a lot of times when I went to apply for that job and it didn't work out. There's been a lot of times when I tried to quit drinking Mountain Dew and it didn't work out. There's been a lot of times when I was trying to work out more and, I just fell off. There's a lot of times that I failed, and every single time is like, okay, what happened? Why did I fail? Is this worth pursuing? And from there, that's where the positivity develops. It's like, okay, plan B. Let's get better. Let's get stronger. Let's do whatever it takes to get whatever it is that I'm trying to achieve. I'm telling you all this because at the end of the day, if you want to be successful, before you become successful, before you get that one success, you're going to fail a lot. You're going to fall on your face. You're going to embarrass yourself. You're going to want to quit. You're going to want to give up. And there's going to be that one little thing inside of you that tells you not to give up. And then you're going to go out there and you're going to put yourself out there again. And unfortunately, you're probably going to fail again if you're not as prepared as you need to be. But you know, at the end of the day, hey, at least you didn't die, right? Alright, guys. Hopefully this helps. Merry part, blessed be. Have a good night.